First up, let's talk about the all-new top of meta capital ship Leviathan. Here's what the lead designer of Leviathan has to say about the new capital ship. Designing Leviathan was definitely challenging. Profundity and Executor are the best of the best. So how do we create a capital ship that surpassed them both? Then it became obvious. Just take the enemy's capital ship for yourself. What? So you're telling me that Leviathan has the ability to steal the other capital ships, so now you can have two? Yay. We've also seen your questions popping up, asking how it will do against Executor and Profundity, and we're confident in saying Leviathan will execute profoundly. Inside Leviathan's kit, there will be anti-breach and anti-crit mechanics to help its survivability, and in addition to that, Leviathan has the ability to destroy enemy reinforcements. Not to mention, it will have lots of ferocity. Destroy enemy reinforcements. What does that mean? Reinforcements are the ships that come in that you call in. So what does that mean? Like, as soon as a ship comes in, they're just going to be all on it? Like, nah, get out of here, bruh. In short, you will use your special abilities to progressively take over the enemy's capital ship. Yes, that's right. You heard correctly. You'll be taking over your opponent's capital ship. Yeah, I got that from what you said before. Take it for yourself. You say, yes, that's right, like you didn't just reveal that 2 paragraphs ago. What are the full requirements for Leviathan? Well, we already have this, but I guess we can go over it again. R9 Darth Revan, R9 Darth Malak, that's annoying. R7, well, 2 R9s is what's annoying, I mean. R7 Sith Empire Trooper, R7 Sith Trooper, R7 Darth Maul, R7 HK-47, R7 Bastilla, good Bastilla. R5 Sith Assassin, R5 Sortie, and then 7-star all of these. Fury Class Interceptor, Mark 6 Interceptor TIE Dagger, B-28 Extinction Class Bombers, Skimitar Sith Fighter, and Ebon Hawk. Unlocking the event will require ships at 4 stars, but in order to earn enough shards to unlock Leviathan, you need the ships at 7-star. That's one thing that's good about ships not having too much advancement. What I mean by advancement is like characters. You know, you can relic them, you can Zeta them, Omicron them, mod them, you know, tons of crap that you can do with characters. Where ships, 7 stars, like, that's about it. 7-star and upgrade their moves. That's the 2 things that ships have. So when it comes to ship requirements, they're usually easy. Like, everybody probably, well, maybe not. I was gonna say probably already has all this, but not all of it. Probably not the first 3. You wouldn't have 7-star, but the rest, just by default, just by playing the game. Oh, we get the kit. That's cool. Leviathan kit abilities. Basic. Apocalyptic Fusillade. Do we actually already have this? I don't remember. Probably not. I don't know. Final text. Deal special damage to target enemy and inflict shock for 2 turns. Then, all Sith allies gain 1 stack of ferocity for 2 turns. If target enemy already had shock, inflict doubt for 2 turns on 2 random enemies who don't have it. If Seize the Bridge has been used in this encounter, dispel all buffs on target enemy and inflict fear for 1 turn, which can't be dispelled or resisted. That's a lot of crap just on the basic. Jeez, what does doubt do? Special 1, Sabotage the Hangars. Requires the player to inflict 15 debuffs. 1-time use. That's weird. 1-time use? Final text. Limit 1 use per battle. Sith allies gain critical hit immunity and 5 stacks of ferocity for 2 turns. And target ally recovers 40% health. Increase the cooldown of call reinforcement by 1 on the enemy capital ship if they're light side, and inflict capital ship sabotaged on all enemies until the end of the encounter. Next enemy reinforcement or Seize the Bridge is used. Or Seize the Bridge. We're not even on that yet. Capital ship sabotaged. The next allied ship called to reinforce is immediately destroyed upon deployment. What? Well, that's some bullshatzel. The next allied ship called to reinforce? Wait, allied ship? Hold on a minute. I thought this was enemy. This is you, right? The next allied ship. So you're killing your own ship? Am I reading this right? Increase the cooldown and call reinforcement by 1 on the enemy capital ship if they're light side. Inflict capital ship sabotage on all enemies. Capital ship sabotage. The next allied ship called to reinforce. What? Does that mean us? That's weird. At first, I'm confused now, because at first I was thinking it meant the opponent. But now I'm looking at it, it says allied. That would mean us, right? You, the player, so you call in a... But that doesn't make sense. But what benefit would that give you to kill your own? It's probably just wording. It probably is supposed to be the opponent. This ability can't be used unless other allied Sith ships inflict 15 debuffs. But see, there's allied again. That means us. So what? You kill your own... That's weird. That's dumb. Special 2, sabotage the engines. Final text, limit 1 use per turn. Reduce the enemy capital ship's speed by 30% for the rest of the encounter, and remove 30% turn meter, which can't be resisted. Sith allies gain critical hit immunity and 5 stacks of ferocity for 2 turns. And target Sith ally gains breach immunity for 3 turns. Okay. All this stuff means nothing to me. I don't really know what breach does. I don't know what ferocity does. So I'm reading this and it's like, okay. Special 3, seize the bridge. Can only be used if both Special 1 and Special 2 is used. 1-time use, 5 turn cooldown. What? So in order to do Special 3, you have to do Special 1 and 2. Okay. You have to sabotage your engines and sabotage the hangars. And then you can seize the bridge. And then it says 1-time use, 5 turn cooldown. So this is another one that you can only use once. Final text, limit 1 use per battle. Take control of the enemy capital ship, reset its cooldowns, and grant it a bonus turn. While controlled, you can't use call reinforcement, and the cooldown of the ultimate ability is set to max at the start of each turn. So you can't use the ultimate? Because it says set to match at the start of each turn. So that means if you're going up against Executor, you'll never be able to get the ship thing to kill... Well, I guess, yeah, that wouldn't make sense, actually. Because I guess that makes sense. I mean, I'm trailing on here while I'm thinking. Because if you're seizing the ship, the whole point of those ultimates is to kill the other capital ship. But, like, if you used the ultimate of the seized ship, then that means your ship's getting affected. So I guess that makes sense that you can't do it. Anyways. What am I on? Okay, yeah, right here. At the start of each turn, allies recover 50% health and have their cooldowns reset, and all enemies are inflicted with fear for 1 turn, which can't be evaded, dispelled, or resisted. This ability starts on cooldown. The first time Sith allies are inflicted with 50 debuffs, reduce the cooldown by 1. This ability can't be used unless destroy the engines and sabotage the hangars were used in the same encounter. Crew. Wrath of the Sith. Darth Revan. Final text. Sith allies gain 15% max health. Sith ships gain critical hit immunity for 1 turn. 1 stack of ferocity, 1 stack of We Have Returned for 2 turns, and Sith Empire ships gain an additional stack of We Have Returned. Okay. Whenever an enemy is summoned, reduce their max health by 50% until the end of encounter. Enemies attacking out of turn deal 50% less critical damage to attacker Sith allies. Whenever an enemy's debuff expires, a random ship gains 1 stack of ferocity for 2 turns, limit once per turn. Mark 6 Interceptor gains an additional 10 stacks of Devouring Swarm when starting its first turn after it's deployed. Whenever an enemy reinforces, inflict daze on all enemies for 1 turn. Sith ships are immune to max health reduction. Reinforcement bonus. Reinforced Sith ships attacks can't be evaded. They gain 5 stacks of ferocity, and they ignore taunt effects until the end of the turn. And stun target enemy for 1 turn, which can't be resisted when deployed. Okay. The Leviathan is expected to release on 7/19/2023, which is actually pretty soon. Today's what? I don't know what today is, the 9th? So 10 more days. How many moves does this thing have? Normally they have 5 when you count the crew as well, right? This says the basic 1, special 1, 2, special 2, 3, special 3, 4. And then the crew. I guess that's the right amount. I don't know, it just felt like it was short by 1. Huh. Well, there it is, I guess, the Leviathan. So, I don't understand what's up with them making ridiculous metas like this, though. Like, this ship just sounds way too OP, how it can steal the capital ship and all this, and, like, talking about destroying a reinforcement. Now, it said allied, so I'd assume that's you, but I don't know. It's like I don't know, it just seems dumb, because then everybody that's Whale or Kraken will have this, and then what, you're all just fighting with each other with the same thing. Like, I think rather than create something that's a meta killer to be top dog, make something that's equal, make something that's on the same level as Executor and Profundity. So there's three options. A little funner than having one thing that just comes along like, hey, I'm way better than you. I'm the new meta. That's stupid. Then it makes everything that you already have obsolete. I mean, geez, I'm still working on getting Executor up to 7-star. I think mine is... What is mine? I think mine's only like 5-star even. Just got it there recently. Like, it's taken forever to get this thing to 7-star, and now you're gonna come up with a new meta? So, like, my potential of being in that meta is now destroyed. Like, even the Profundity seems to be slightly better. I go up against so many squads that are so much weaker than mine, and I lose. And it's like, cool, let's make a new meta. That makes sense. Ugh, so dumb. But anyways, there it is. Key reveal and requirements for that.